Hello, and welcome back. Whatever happened to social or civic discourse? Who knows? The Rogerian argument may be able to help, though. In our world so often polarized by competing viewpoints and conflicting interests, the need for constructive conversation has never been more important. To help bridge these gaps in communication, the Rogerian argument, developed by psychologist Carl Rogers, emerges as a beacon of hope, offering a path towards empathetic reasoning, communication, and mutual understanding. Originating from Rogers' groundbreaking work in person-centered therapy, this argumentative style is characterized by its emphasis on empathy and actively listening, differentiating it from traditional adversarial debate. The Rogerian argument aims not for victory, but for finding common ground and creating an environment where all voices are heard and respected. Its evolution has now been a widely adopted style of conversation and argumentation in many fields, demonstrating its significance in cultivating understanding and mutual respect. Carl Rogers, a prominent psychologist, conceived of the Rogerian argument drawing from his therapeutic approach. In person-centered therapy, Rogers posited the importance of creating a non-judgmental, empathetic environment, creating openness and enabling individuals to communicate effectively. This environment facilitates exploration, understanding, and eventually personal growth and self-actualization. The principles of this therapeutic model later germinated into the Rogerian argument, a discourse methodology aiming at mutual understanding and consensus building. Empathetic reasoning is the keystone of this argumentative strategy. It involves delving into the perspectives, emotions, and motivations of others to comprehend their viewpoints fully. Feel what it's like to walk in their shoes. And unlike conventional argumentation, where parties may hold offensive or defensive stances, empathetic reasoning encourages the acknowledgement and validation of opposing views, a willingness to grant the validity of another's stance or point of view. This validation builds a bridge of trust and respect, setting the foundation of constructive dialogue and the co-creation of solutions, a synthesis of both perspectives. Now, active listening is another vital component of the Rogerian argument. It necessitates fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what the other person is saying. This form of listening is interactive and dynamic, demanding the listener's full engagement. Through active listening, people in disagreement can uncover underlying needs, concerns, and values, cultivating again a deeper understanding and paving the way for resolving conflicts in a more harmonious manner. The Rogerian argument comprises several elements, including the introduction, some context, the writer's position, the opposing position, an acknowledgement of common ground between the two, a synthesis where the two become closer, satisfying both parties are in agreement with the outcome, and finally a conclusion. The introduction sets out a conciliatory tone, while the context outlines the problem and presents both viewpoints impartially. Following this, the writer kind of writes their position and opposing viewpoints empathetically. Then one synthesizes the common ground and proposes a compromise, underscoring the shared values and mutual benefits. Emerging from the therapeutic realm, this argument has found applications in various fields, such as academia, politics, and even business negotiations. Its growth signifies a shift toward a more collaborative and empathetic communication, where the objective is not to win, but to understand and co-create. The approach has gained traction as it accommodates diverse perspectives, many, cultivating inclusivity and cooperative problem solving. Now, perhaps more than ever, we need to teach this argumentative style at all levels of education. The Rogerian argument represents a transformative approach to discourse, promoting empathetic reasoning and active listening as catalysts for mutual understanding and respect. Again, this comes from Carl Rogers' person-centered therapy. This argumentative style advocates for a collaborative exploration of truth over confrontational debate. The evolution and widespread adoption of this method highlight the increasing value placed on empathetic, inclusive, and constructive communication in various spheres of human interaction. A little bit later, I will post a video and an article on how you will use the Rogerian argument in an academic essay, how you would structure that, so stay tuned.